next demonstration, I'd like a volunteer, a bright young man who would like to be hypnotized.
Just relax. Sit down. Relax.
You will do exactly as my voice tells you. Hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Gentlemen, the new Oliver Air Force Base Jazz Band on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Hit it, boys. Swing. Beautiful. Great music. Wonderful. Wonderful. The music is beautiful.
They play pretty good.
In fact, it's so beautiful you see a girl and you want to dance. Beautiful music. So beautiful you can't resist dancing. Around and around. Like count of 3, all of you waiting for a wonderful rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. Thank you, boys. Good job. Thank you. Anybody that would volunteer to know from the audience. Goodbye. I would like to have for my next demonstration just one bright young man.
What's the matter with you, Will? Every time you hear the word volunteer, you volunteer.
I was just trying to help the lady.
Duty. Sit right here.
Hey, look who came up. Wally Blanchard.
So you think you're going to hypnotize me, huh?
Well, you did volunteer. You have to cooperate, you know.
Huh, so I'm cooperating. Go ahead, but I'm warning you. You can't hypnotize me.
Well, we'll try. Well, why don't you relax a little bit? Put your feet flat on the floor and just stare at my ring and breathe very deeply and relax and concentrate on the sound of my voice. And concentrate on my voice. Your legs are getting very heavy and your arms are getting very heavy and you want to sleep. When I count to 3, you'll go deep sleep. 1, 2, and 3. Sleep. Well, like you said, couldn't be done. Are you comfortable? Can you hear me? Fine. Let's try an experiment. Let's take a good Air Force word like Roger. When I say the word Roger, you will become a pilot, a dashing hero of World War II with a secret mission over Dusseldorf. And then when I say the word attention, you become a trainee again. Is that clear? Roger, you're a pilot. Attention, you're a trainee. Fine. When I count to 3, open your eyes. 1, 2, and 3. Roger.
Watch it, waist gunner. They're coming in at 3 o'clock. Look out for the juries. Bandits, it's 3 o'clock. Waist gunner, can you get them? Let's do it, Major Stockdale. It's time to take off for our mission over Dusseldorf.
You're right, Colonel. Our plane's warmed up and ready. Let's get on with it.
10, shot.
So, start. You're going to hypnotize me.
Hey, where are you guys going?
Guys? Did you hear that, Major? He called us guys.
Major? We can't stop for that now, Colonel.
Colonel?
We'll take care of him the minute we get back from Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf? Gotten into them, Captain, but they flipped their wigs, both of them.
All right, so Langdon flipped his wig. But with Stockdale, how do you tell?
They promoted themselves to colonel and major.
Oh, what a horrible thought.
Should have heard them. Told them to go paint the barracks, and they said beating Hitler comes first.
Well, where are they now?
In the barracks. Said they had to go put on their flying gear.
Sad, Sergeant, very sad. Where did we fail them?
And so, Pa, as we leave for our mission over Dusseldorf, Colonel, how do you spell Dusseldorf?
D-O... Major, This little junket is top secret. You better make it Target X.
Well, I wouldn't dare use a X. Pa would get confused and think I was signing his name.
All right, you two. All right, you two. On your feet. I said on your feet. Attention.
Howdy, Captain, Sergeant.
What are you men doing in the barracks?
Oh, we were putting on our fatigues, sir.
Sergeant King told us we could paint the barracks, and we didn't want to get our good suits dirty.
You said you were flying to Dusseldorf.
Flying to... We don't know how to fly.
We just learned about instrument panels, remember?
Which one of you's the colonel and which one's the major?
You mean we've been promoted? See, Jack, that's what happens when you volunteer.
Sergeant?
I heard them, sir. They were calling each other Colonel and Major.
Sergeant King, you've been working too hard. Perhaps if you would just take a little nap.
Sir, you gotta believe me. They said they were flying to Dusseldorf.
Yes, well, maybe just a little rest.
Poor Sergeant King. He must be coming down with a case of the visions. Well, Jack, let's finish up and go get that paint.
Blanchard, you were great. They're coming in at 3 o'clock. Look out for the juries!
Knock it off. I wasn't hypnotizing. You guys know it.
You weren't, huh? All she had to say was Roger, and off you went into the wild blue.
Well, how come I'm not up there right now?
Well, she said attention, and you snapped out of it.
Oh, Dad.
You were a yo-yo with wings.
And all she said was Roger? As you were.
Carry on, men.
Carry on. Naughty boy. I hear from General Ike there's heavy ack-ack fire along the entire German border.
Well, don't worry, Colonel. We'll just fly in some other way.
Good show, lad.
Hey, Sergeant! Did you hear about the show? Blanchard...
Stop now. Later. Stockdale. Langdon.
It's that insolent sergeant again.
Colonel, do you suppose he's bucking for a Section 8?
How don't you guys pay attention?
Howdy, Sergeant. You looking for us?
What are you two trying to pull? Making me look like a fathead in front of the captain.
Us?
Yeah, you said you're a couple of officers and you're going to have me court-martialed. Why'd you deny it to the captain?
Oh, we'd never say nothing like that, Sergeant. You're our friend, even if the captain does say you're a fathead.
You didn't tell me you were a colonel and a major?
Well, not us, Sarge. We're just a couple of recruits.
Don't you remember? We're two of your boys.
Captain's right. I do have to go back to my room and lie down.
He must be sick. Elsewise, he'd never get mad at us. Come on, Jack. Let's go get that paint.
Hey, Will, as long as we're at the BX, why don't we stop and get a malt?
That's a good idea. And we can say hello to Millie, too. Hey, that's right. Hey, Millie. My, you look sassy as a platter of clabber.
Hi, Jack.
How about a root beer malt?
That sounds good. I'll split a root with you. Make it 2, Millie.
I can't even make it 1. We're out of root beer.
Then make it cherry.
Roger.
Great Scott, Stockdale. Look at the time. It's 0-10. Just got time for a quick one at the Officers Club.
I'm with you all the way, Jack. Next drink may well be our last.
No? What are you talking about?
Goodbye, old girl. Scarf will fly with me over Dusseldorf, baby. Colonel?
Remember, old boy, we've time for just one for the road.
In that case, let's make it a triple.
Hey, you fellows can't sit here. This is for officers.
And what might a colonel and a major be? Chopped possum liver?
I don't see any brass.
And the enemy won't either. This is a secret mission. Bring us a couple of martinis.
Triples. And leave out the olives. We're in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
When you get out of here, you'll have us all up on charges. Now get out.
Shall I get rid of him, Colonel?
Leave him alone, Major. It's obviously a case of battle fatigue.
I'll give you just 3 seconds to get out of here.
These are martinis, gentlemen. Happy landings.
Don't you dare touch those drinks.
Captain, one more peep out of you, and I'll have you up for insubordination. Success.
This is happening. This is really happening.
Dusseldorf, here we come.
Dusseldorf.
What's the matter, Major? Aren't you going to wear your girl's scarf for good luck?
Sure am, Colonel. Right next to my heart.
Good thinking.
Stockdale, Langdon, come back here.
Good grief, it's that upstart captain again.
He's giving us more trouble than the Luftwaffe.
You two have flipped your beanies. Sergeant King was right.
Sergeant King? Who's he?
Now, you two get in there and clean up that mess, or so help me, I'll have you thrown in the stockade.
Now, what's the trouble? What's going on here?
Attention!
About the stockade?
Well, it's nothing I can't handle myself, Colonel.
I'll be the judge of that, Martin. What's the complaint?
Well, Colonel, sir, these two men were in the officers' club, and they've had a couple of drinks, and they threw their glasses against the wall.
Shame on you, Captain Martin. That's the biggest fib I ever heard.
What would we be doing in the officers' club?
You weren't in there?
Of course not. That's for the brass heads.
Oh, we were on our way to the paint shop.
Colonel Farnsworth, sir, you've got to believe me, sir. They finished their drinks, and they threw their glasses against the wall, and then they came up with this fantastic story about some mission over Dusseldorf. I was there. I heard them. Believe me, sir.
All right, boys, you're dismissed. Go get your paint.
Bye, Colonel. Remember me to home, you hear? Captain, you've been working too hard. You ought to rest up a spell.
Stockdale, Colonel, I give you my word, sir. I saw them sitting at the table, big as life, guzzling triple martinis.
And confidentially, Martin, how many martini hours have you put in today?
I haven't even had an olive. I came in, and they were sitting at the table, and I told them to get out. And then the waiter came over and brought their drinks, and I told them we'd all be brought up on charges. And I think I'll go lie down.
Don't know why, but they really snapped, haven't they?
You did it. You've been working them too hard.
Stockdale, the all-American volunteer. He puts in for details we don't even have.
Where are they now?
Painting the barracks again. Stockdale volunteered for an extra coat.
There's got to be a way to handle this.
Captain, I think I know how.
Which one claims he's the colonel?
The little one, sir.
That's always the way.
All right, boys, come in. Howdy, Major.
If you don't mind, Sergeant.
Sit down, boys. Make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you, sir. Well, Major, did you get Sergeant King straightened out?
I don't know what's the matter with him. Every once in a while, he thinks we're officers.
But you don't.
Heck no. We only just got promoted from civilians.
And you don't resent the authority of Captain Martin and Sergeant King?
Resent it? They're our friends.
Well, let's go back a little in your lives. Either of you boys come from a broken home?
I do.
Huh. Do you know what caused it?
Sure do. It was a cyclone. Blowed the front porch slam off the house. And blowed the little house right out in front of the big house. Me and Pa fixed it, though.
That's nice. But your mother and father get along all right?
Get along? They was the best of friends. Won a single winter she didn't let him sleep in the house.
Langdon, let me ask you something. How do you feel about your mother?
Well, she's my mother. I love her very much.
What about you, Stockdale?
Well, I can't rightly say, Major.
Uh-huh. In other words, there's definite hostility.
Sir?
Hostility. You don't like her? Oh, that's silly. I never even met Jack's mama.
Let's talk about something else.
How about girls? Well, there's always some nice ones over at the BX if you're interested, Major.
Thank you very much. Well, fellas, there's something strange going on here, but I just can't seem to put my finger on it. Why don't you let me think about it for a while?
Take your time, Major. Let's go, Will. Oh, Major, don't go making no eyes at Millie. She's my girl.
Normal. Limited, but normal.
Well, Major, bye.
Bye.
See you around.
Roger.
You through already?
On your feet when you're addressing an officer.
Not now, Colonel. They're revving the motors of the Flying Goose.
Sergeant, you're a disgrace to your uniform.
See what I mean, Major? Now they got an airplane called the Flying Goose. They can hear them revving up the motors. Sergeant, I want to ask you something. When you were a boy, how did you feel about your mother?
Captain? Stockdale? Stockdale? Hey, where are you guys going? Hey, get away from that plane! Hey, you guys aren't checked out of it! Where are they going?
Checklist complete, Colonel.
Prepare for takeoff. Good old Flying Goose. Handles like a baby.
Hey, don't forget to fly low over Rotterdam. Promised Gretchen we'd give her windmill an extra spin.
Oh, you're a gay dog, Major.
Bradford, what's the commotion? Stockdale and Langdon, they stole a plane and took off. Flying. They're still learning about instrument panels. I gotta tell Captain Martin. He knows. He's in the control tower with the colonel. The tower. Yeah, there's a tower. The tower. Oh, yeah, thank you, sir.
Air Force 10346, come in. Come in, please.
Air Force 10346, do you read me? Come in.
Colonel, sir, you're wasting your time. They don't know how to operate a radio.
They don't know how to fly a plane, and they're up there, aren't they?
Perhaps, Colonel, sir, if I spoke to them. Air Force 10346, come in. Do you read me?
Air Force 10346, come in.
Maybe they'd answer if you called their names.
Call their names, that isn't Air Force. Stockdale, Langdon?
Bring that plane back here right now.
That's government property. Stockdale, answer me.
There he is again. I thought this was a secret mission.
It is, the big blabbermouth. Now everybody in Europe will know about it. Tell them to shut up.
Flying Goose to operations. Flying Goose to operations. This is Major Stockdale. Hush up down there.
Major Stockdale.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, whoever you are. We on secret orders from General Ike, and ain't nobody supposed to know we headed for Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf? Germany, sir.
Why don't you call Adolf Hitler on the phone and tell him we're coming?
Stockdale, you bring that plane back here right now. Do you hear me? And we're going to try and talk you down.
So pay attention.
Hey, this don't look like no paint shop. Looks more like an airplane.
It can't be. Where's the pilot?
There ain't no pilot. We're alone.
We got radar scope. They're out of control. They'll be killed. Stockdale, stop playing around up there. What's your position?
Upside down. Jack's flying back towards the tail. Nope, here he comes up front again. Help! That won't me, that was Jack. Hey, how did we get up here anyhow?
Here, you talk him down. It's your plane! Roger.
They're out of the spin. They're leveling off. It's impossible. They don't know how to fly.
Oh, they don't even know how to salute.
That was a close one, eh, Colonel?
98 missions, and I've never seen such flack.
Yeah, but the old girl brought us through. If it weren't for the flying goose, we'd be cooked.
Stockdale, if you want to get out of this alive, you do what I tell you.
Who's that?
Don't pay him no mind, Colonel. Just another Nazi trick. Them devils is everywhere.
Okay, here, let me try again. Stockdale, now you know what an altimeter is.
Give me a reading. Ha-ha, it won't work, you Nazi swine. We ain't taking no orders from nobody but General Ike.
Stockdale, this is Captain Martin. Remember? I'm on your side. Now,
Please, hey, attention.
There they go again.
all the way forward. Equalize your rudders.
Oh, give me that thing.
Yes, sir.
Roger!
What's going on here? Who are you?
She's the hypnotist, sir. We finally figured out what went wrong. Those two men went under while she was hypnotizing Blanchard.
They're really not responsible for anything they do. When they hear the word Roger, they think they're World War II flyers.
Well, we can't have them cluttering up the sky. Get them down.
See what I can do, sir. Major Stockdale, listen to me carefully.
Isn't that the pest from the officers' club again, Colonel?
Come on, Major. We've got to report.
Major Stockdale, when I say the word attention, both of you will awaken feeling marvelous and remember nothing. Attention!
What's everybody doing out here?
We always meet the planes from Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf? Kissing you in the BX, Millie? Well, I'm real sorry about that.
Why, Will?
It was that lady hypnotizer that done it. Every time she said Roger, I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh?
I'd never do something like that otherwise.
Will, there's a wonderful picture on TV tonight, and it stars Buddy Rogers and Ginger Rogers.
I mean, it just ain't proper to kiss girls you've known less than a year.
They play a Raja and a Maharaja.
You and me's barely got up to holding hands.
The music's by Richard Rogers, and Roger Williams plays the piano.
He does? That does sound pretty good.
Let's go in and watch it.
Thanks for watching until the end. If you want to see more, just hit the subscribe button.